Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, or Plant Dust Woman, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you an updated houseplant tour. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. We've got lots of plants to go through. I'm going to try and show you everything. Hopefully it's not too long, but I think we all like these videos. I hope that you do. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe if you have not already. But without further ado, because this video is going to be long enough, let's get into my plant tour. Okay, so just to give you an overview of the room, we've got some plants against this window here. I've got my cool plant wall in the corner. And then over here, I've got plants in that window and along this wall. So I'm gonna go through it one by one here and show you all of the plants. Okay, so let's get into it. I wish I was filming when it's a little brighter out, but I did bring a light in, so hopefully that helps you guys see. But first I've got this little silver begonia here. I don't know the name. If you guys know, please let me know. I recently got it at a grocery store. Then I've got this golden pothos here that is climbing and trailing. On this trellis here, I've got my Hoya australis, which I think is so beautiful, and I just put that on a trellis today. So I think it looks much better. Let me know what you guys think. And then right here, I've got some cissus discolor propagations that are starting to vine. I probably need to pot them up, but I don't want to, so I'm probably gonna let them live in water. Up here on the wall, I've got this begonia medora, that's from Steve's Leaves. Have that in a little wall basket. And then on this window here, I've got mostly propagations here on the left, just all different types. I do have my albo syngonium over here, my syngonium podophyllum or macrophylla, I don't know, one of the other kinds. And some Brellmark, some Brazil begonia, just all kinds of cuttings over here. And then same right here, I've got some begonia maculata cuttings here that are rooting up really nicely, some snake plant cuttings. Back behind here, I've got a euphorbia and just some other little plants, a little string of turtles, string of daggers, and a little devil's backbone growing up this wall here. Okay, moving on to the floor plants. First up, I've got this heartleaf philodendron that I have in this really cool glass plant stand that my dad made. It is a vintage lamp and bowl that he put together. I think it looks so cool. And then moving over, I have my philodendron Brellmarks. I think this plant is so beautiful. This is my favorite leaf. Just super beautiful and healthy. And I have that in a thrifted wicker basket on top of another wicker basket. Something to note about me is that I like to thrift things and then use them for planty purposes, even if that's not what they were meant for. So the bottom one is a laundry basket and the top one I think was like a waste basket, but put them together and you got a cool wicker plant stand. So definitely think out of the box with thrifting. Clearly I get it from my dad because he's super creative with making things like that as well. Moving on over, I've got my Calathea orbifolia. It is, you know, it's seen better days, but it's alive, so that's something. Same with my variegated Maranta there. It's definitely seen better days, but it's surviving. Down here, I've got, it is a begonia, what is it called? A Benigo pink, I believe. It's super beautiful. It's got pink spots and a pink stem. It's totally gorgeous. And I got that at Lowe's, super affordable. Over here, I've got this vintage brass bar cart. It's actually from the 40s and it's so cool. It's one of my favorite pieces. And of course, I love to style it with plants. On top here, I've got a Homalomena, which I love. I think the leaves are so gorgeous. And then I just have a neon heartleaf philodendron on top. And then moving down, I've got a Trandescantia white stripe and just a little ficus, like creeping fig or pumila, whatever, you know what it is. All right, going into the corner, this is the most photographed spot in my room that you guys see all the time. I'm trying not to talk so fast so I'm not winded, I'm so sorry. Bear with me. All right, let's start at the top. So up top, I have my Scindapsus pictus exotica, my fave. Right here, I've got my Cebu blue pothos, which I just trimmed back quite a bit, but she's still pretty large. Definitely needs some water as I'm looking at her as well. Up here I've got my Hoya Chelsea, again one of my favorites, another heartleaf philodendron. And then on this side up top I have a cissus, a black pagoda lipstick plant, and a ripsalis, which looks like it desperately needs water as well. That's okay. I've got some propagations up here on the wall, just a bunch of different things. And then my baby in the corner is my Monstera deliciosa. I love this plant like, oh, you guys have no idea. She is huge. I love this leaf, and my favorite leaf is over here. So beautiful, such a beautiful leaf. This is the newest leaf, which was quite a bit smaller, but it's still beautiful. I just think this plant is so gorgeous, and it's definitely my favorite. I love it so much. Okay, moving down, over here on the left, we've got my Begonia maculata. Again, you guys know I talk about her a lot. She's huge. She's like half thriving, half dying, but the new leaves are looking beautiful. So I love her. In the middle, I've got a bird's nest fern, which is doing super well. Love that plant. And then down here on the left, I just have some Monstera cuttings that I potted up. Same with back here. Just some more, there's a new leaf. Monstera cuttings that I have potted up. Down below, I have a ruby rubber tree. And then here I've got my Birkin, which just put out this new beautiful leaf. It's so pretty. I love it so much. Okay, moving over to this window first, I've got this Marble Queen pothos that is stunning. This is one of my favorite plants. Huge leaves, and honestly, some of the most beautiful variegation I've ever seen in a Marble Queen. Look at that. I just think it's beautiful. I love it so much, and I've got it in this really cute wicker basket on top of this little terrazzo plant stand that I think is so beautiful. Definitely one of my favorites. And then moving on down, I've got, I believe this is an Aglaonema, I think. Pretty sure it's in this really cool brass plant stand. I don't normally have that in here, so that's why I don't really know, but I moved it because I normally have a Syngonium right there, but it is in timeout because it has spider mites, so you know the drill. Down there, I've got some Rhaphidophora cuttings that I just put in the soil. And then right here, I've got these two thrifted vase, like stand, they're vases, but I use them as a plant stand. I don't know what to call them. The one on the left was thrifted, and the one on the right here, this brass one, is from an antique store. It's from the 40s, so 50s actually. And I think it's really, really cool. On the first one, I've got my Adansonii wide form. I cut it back a ton. It wasn't doing super well, but now it's doing much better. I love that plant. I'm not worried about it. I think it'll definitely bounce back. And then over here, I have another variegated creeping ficus. Okay, so starting in this window, this is where I have pretty much all of my Hoya. And okay, so on the left here, I have a Thanksgiving cactus. Then I have a Hoya Shepherdii, a Hoya Cumingiana, I believe. Wayedii, I have to think there. My new jewel orchid, I don't know the exact type, but oh my gosh, it's so pretty. My Macrophylla back there, a Crimson Princess. This is a silver dollar vine, which I think is really cool. Cannot wait for that to get big. And then I've got a Mother of Thousands back here, Crimson Queen, and my new Hoya Lisa. So pretty. I'm really excited that I added that to my collection. And then up in this window, I have a rickrap cactus up there. Chilling, hanging out. I need to repot it into something cooler, but you know, here we are. And then right here, I've got my Jungle Boogie, which put out this new beautiful leaf and has some new growth coming. So I'm excited about that. Okay, moving on over. Up here, I've got my Philodendron Brazil that's growing wildly up the wall. I think it's so beautiful. I just think these are so underrated. Oh, I'm such a fan. And then right here, I've got, oh my gosh, what are you? I cannot think right now. I'll put it on the screen, I'm totally spacing. But this thing is growing like crazy. literally crazy. I've got another Rhaphidophora tetrasperma here, growing beautifully. There's my babies, aren't they so cute? And then I've got a Mycans with a dead leaf going on. This was my first Mycans, it's a baby. I've got a bigger one coming up. This is my new Snow White Aglaonema, or it's like a zebra plant, a white zebra plant. So pretty, love it so much. And then I've got my Silver Sword. I think it's coming with a new leaf and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I love that plant so much. In this cute moon planter, I've got just some heartleaf philodendron. And then right here, I've got my Alocasia Black Velvet. I am down to one leaf, but I've got faith. She is a new leaf and she is beautiful. So One Leaf Club, what's up? Over here, I've got some more Albosingonium. These ones aren't doing super well, but you know, they will survive. Got a little Piccolo Banda there. Back here I've got I believe it's called an elephant's foot. I've talked about it quite a bit. It can be a, you know, you see the sign. Need I not get demonetized? But it is growing up kind of crazy. These new leaves are so tiny and cute. Oh my gosh, I really like this plant, but it is a little bit fussy. Hey guys, this is my cool mirror, by the way, that you guys see me post all the time. I got it for $10 at a garage sale. That's really the star of the room, let's be honest. Up here, I've got my gosh, why am I totally spacing right now? Peperomia Hope. So beautiful. I got this as a like Secret Santa gift with that really beautiful pot, and I just put it on a terracotta vase just to lift it up. Again, something I like to do. And then right here is my pride and joy, my Gloriosum. Look at this leaf. Oh my gosh. I could talk about her for hours, but I won't. So beautiful. It's got this leaf that's really pretty as well. And this one, the two little ones are definitely on the struggle bus here, but this one, so pretty. I love it so much. Let's see, back here, I've just got a golden pothos that's trailing all the way down here. Cuttings from my bigger one. And then back there I have another Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that is growing all the way up the wall like crazy, and it's grabbing and connecting to the wall, which kind of repulses me, but I think it's really cool at the same time. And then down here I've got my Monstera, oh my gosh, what are you? I'm trying to say Standeliana, but that's obviously not the name. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, y'all, I'm spacing right now. You know when you're thinking about all your plants and you just like can't think. Siltepecana, oh my gosh. Monstera Siltepecana. It is beautiful and I love it. It's from Steve's Leaves. Talking about all these plants right now and I am like freezing and I can't think. Okay, so that is that area. And then right underneath, I just have some storage from newborn photography, plant stuff. I've got my giant regal shield down here. She is beautiful. This leaf has clearly seen better days, but this leaf is beautiful. That has my hair on it. Wow, girl problems. And it's actually putting in a new leaf. So I'm excited about that. Underneath that, I've got the little like ficus hospital. They're both not doing super well, but that's where they live. And then lastly, I have this little shelf area that you guys have seen many times. Up top, I have my beautiful philodendron Mycans. My baby, again, I love this plant. Oh, I could talk about it for hours. It's so beautiful. Next, I've got a variegated Maranta. There is a lot of variegation throughout, but I feel like I have the unvariegated facing forward. I should probably rotate that. Another heartleaf philodendron, another disco ball, a Hoya, Hindu rope or Carnosa compacta, another Ripsalis, some Enjoy that's half dying, a Peperomia scandens, and I've got a Pilea peperomoides down there, and this really beautiful golden pothos. I took cuttings off of my other one because this one had a yellow stem. I think they call it Hawaiian, but I don't know. But it was just the most beautiful coloring, and so I cut it and made its own little plant, and it's growing like crazy. I think it's so pretty. I love it. And then over here on the ground, I've got a Calathea Worzowexii, I believe, and it's over here because I'm paranoid that it's gonna get spider mites and I don't want to put it with the rest of my plants. So it goes. And then right here, I've got my beautiful ficus Taniki, which I just found mealybugs on it, so I love that for me. I'm gonna have to give her a good scrub down. And then of course on the other side I have my beautiful arch, and I just have my Scindapsus pictus argyrius in it. Again, one of my most beautiful and favorite plants. And then over here I just have some storage and my Syngonium that has spider mites, so I need to take that out. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I tried to make it snappy and I tried to not be winded and die, but it was a lot of talking in a short amount of time, and this room is very warm, and yeah, I did my best. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know again, like I said, down below which plants were your favorites, which ones you loved, which ones you're not a fan of. I'd love to chat about it. Let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.